South Houston, Texas.
The Whiskey Brothers.
Welcome to the Whiskey Brothers podcast, episode, where are we, 1020 something? I should have looked this up before we...
Oh shit, I have no idea.
Add it in post.
Well, it's Chase, it's one of those things, we've done so many of these that at this point I should have an idea. I think this is 1023.
You think so?
I think so. We're going to call it that.
Easy to remember. Jordan.
We are... look at that. We are Chase DuRousseau joining Slade Tre Tutson, absent Jerry Wayne Longmire, and Sam Damaris, because... Bless you. You gonna do a three-peat?
You know, I don't know.
You're a 3 or 4 guy.
I'm usually a 3 or 4 guy. I don't know why this one is coming from.
That's strong. We are in. Where are we right now? We have traveled so many places. We are currently in Poland.
Djibouti, Poland?
It could be.
No, that's not what it's called.
Poznan.
There
we go.
Poland.
Something like that. Right.
It's been a good day. Chase and I went and saw Doctor Strange today.
Ooh.
Paul Odo is here somewhere. He is off doing laundry. And we are in the middle of an AFE tour, Armed Forces Entertainment.
When I got this phone call, I was at the Crocs store, and I was like, "Oh shit, I got to get to Slade's room."
Wait, you were looking? Did you find your? You were looking for camo?
They had some other ones, but I wanted to hurry up and come over here. So they can take a little minute on the customer service here.
So, bro, I stood inside that Pizza Hut for about 10 minutes before I realized no one worked there. There were 8 people working there, but no one worked there. I've never seen anything like it. It is the middle of this tour. We have been through Romania, Kosovo, Bulgaria, Lithuania, and now we're on this long leg of Poland. It's been an experience. We're not going to dwell on a ton of it, but I've been doing research because I do my Slave Runner episodes, and I have to do research about places that we go so that I can have some pithy little quotes and some facts. And I've been learning all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
Lithuania, if you remember, the capital we spent time in, Vilnius. It's got a bit of a history. I think it's the Grand Duke. I could mess up the titles. They all sound racist. The Arch Grand Dukey Dragon dude was running. He was supposedly hunting out in the woods near Vilnius. And he got sleepy and he fell asleep because that's what you do. And then he had a dream that there was an iron wolf up on the hill. And inside of that iron wolf was a bunch of other iron wolves.
Okay.
Yeah, like hundreds of iron wolves. So he woke up and then he went and asked the pagan priest, as you would do, what it meant. And the pagan priest, because they're just always trying to keep their jobs, we're like, oh, it means you're going to be the ruler of Lithuania and you're going to have tons and tons of glory and all that. So of course, that's what the Iron Wolf means.
Right.
So apparently that's where it all came from. I don't know how threatening you can get, but an iron wolf full of iron wolves is like the...
Yeah, but also just like that's your ammunition to take over. You know what I mean? It's just like, I had a dream and this dude said, so I'm finna behead you. Because it's in my dreams. Like this is.
You know what I think that is? I think back in the day, people didn't have Google and shit, so you just took people's word for shit, and like that was. Imagine being in a time where it was so fucking boring. Where somebody'd say, "I had a dream last night," and you'd be like, "Tell me more."
That's you. That was your TV at the time.
That was your TV.
It's a.
People were trying to out-dream each other. It was like, dude, I had the craziest dream.
That's some wild shit. Wait till I go to sleep tonight.
Right? You got showrunners that are just the best dreamers.
Yeah.
It would have been a great time to be a mediocre liar, because I think they all just got away with everything.
Jesse Smollett would have ruled 3 countries.
Oh my gosh, he was Smolletania, Jessowania.
Yeah, he would have ruled a bunch.
There's something to just being a bullshit artist back in the day. We were in Constanța, this little city on the Black Sea in Romania that I can't really pronounce because they got that weird.
I was there.
Right? They got that T.
Constanta with like the little T.
Constanta.
It's like a curvy
with that
T.
little T. I don't know how to pronounce it.
It's like a. I can mess. I'm just.
It's a T with a thingy under it. Normally, I'm used to seeing things on top of things.
Umlauti.
This is the first time I've seen a thing under a thing.
It's very and then I don't want to mispronounce the fine folks of Romania's city, but Constanta is what I'm going to say. It's on the Black Sea, it's southeast. It's a very beautiful city, and I didn't know this. I learned that I thought, do you know the name Ovid? O-V-I-D.
No.
The poet. I have seen quotes from this I thought it was Latin for anonymous. That's how many quotes there are from this dude. There will be something brilliant. It'll say Ovid. Oh, that's just, nobody knows who wrote that. Turns out it's a real dude.
Yeah.
And his statue stands in that square. It's the one covered in bird shit. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
So he was exiled from the Roman Empire. I didn't even know that the Roman Empire was there. That's how dumb I feel. I was like, oh, Romania had Romans? What the shit? Like an idiot.
I didn't put the math together on that either.
Yeah, so he was an old poet, and then he got exiled to that place by Augustus, and they claim him. They're like, yeah, that's our dude. He wrote, you ready for this? We talk about prolific, right?
Okay.
He wrote what's called the Metamorphoses. 15 books, 1 point. Tells 250 stories, covers a small amount of time between creation and Julius Caesar.
Oh, wow.
All
It's
the
called
stories.
Metamorphoses?
Yes.
Then so Kafka stole that from him or what?
I guess, well, yes, because I think the first book is called The Divine Comedy, which was also spun. I mean, this dude
This
might
how
have.
prolific he is. Everybody's just biting off of this guy.
He really might be the OG on all this stuff, dude. His quotes. Listen to this. Tell me, let others praise ancient times. I'm glad I was born in these. That's some old school shit. That's
Yeah.
Those were ancient times.
Yeah.
He thought those were modern times.
That's
He
some
should
Tony
have seen
Soprano
now.
shit for sure.
He also, dude, he said all kind of stuff. Let's see. I grabbed a pile of dust and holding it up, foolishly asked for as many birthdays as the grains of dust. I forgot to ask that they be years of youth.
Ah, that's really
Damn.
good.
Right?
That's a good little turn right there.
Yeah, man. And then there's a bunch of
He's
Latin
borderline
shit.
a comic, to be honest with you. That's if he's dropping these, like, yo, did you hear that new
Ovid.
Ovid?
Right. You got that new over. He's basically the Kendrick Lamar of old. That's a double disc, bro.
Yeah.
He dropped a double disc.
Wow.
I have been learning so much about this. It's
Yeah,
Europe.
a ton of quotes.
Europe it's a remarkable place. Have you had a favorite moment?
Ooh, favorite moment. Favorite moment. That's a good question. Here's the thing. I told myself when I did this tour I was going to journal and keep track of what I'm doing. I still am not. I'm every now and then pulling out my phone and recording stuff, and I can remember stuff from that. But just as far as remembering things, it's all sort of bleeding together into one thing. I remember the food that I've been eating. I remember that.
Chase, can we talk about that? Are you okay? You have put more stuff in your body.
Bullshit.
Poland has extravagant gas station food.
Yes.
You can get, I say extravagant, you can get hot dogs in all the gas stations.
Yeah.
They're Polish hot dogs, so they're like, I don't even know how to describe that. That was the first.
Juicy.
It's a hot dog with a circumcision around the bread.
Oh, yeah.
But the wiener is sticking. So it is a circumcision. They circumcise their hot dogs, to be honest with you. It's closed in.
Christ.
It doesn't it's not a taco. It's an enclosed hot dog. It's a pig in a blanket or a kolache if you're from Houston. But they cut off 25% of it to be an exposed wiener, which I think is really weird.
Wild.
Yeah.
So the tip is exposed.
The tip is
and
exposed.
then the rest is breaded.
And the rest is
right
there.
there in the little bag.
But I'm more fascinated by the fact that it seems like all the snack companies are using Eastern Europe to open mic their flavors. It makes no sense.
Very true.
So you're saying there's too many flavors?
They're experimenting with. Here's the thing. Here's the weird part about it. You would think they would send key lime flavored Pepsi to Colorado or someplace where weed is legal, but they're just sending it to a place where prostitution is legal. And that makes no sense. It makes no sense. It's like nobody would want to eat that fucking weird ass shit. You know what? Send it to Poland. We'll see if they'll eat it.
It does explain the uncircumcised wiener or the.
Yeah.
So wait, you've had. Let's talk about. Let's just run through a quick list of the experimental things that you've eaten. Now we know you've fallen in love with paprika chips, which
I love paprika.
we all learned what is paprika
It's
exactly.
a red. I think it's a red bell pepper.
Red bell pepper.
You were calling it an angry pumpkin at one point.
Well, that's what. Well, because you can't tell how big it is. It looks like a red pumpkin, like a big red pumpkin. But
So it's crushed up dried red pepper.
I think so. But I had red pepper on that pizza, and that was definitely not bell pepper.
Yeah.
I think that might have been. If that was paprika, then it's a spicy pepper. So I don't know what the fuck a paprika is. All I know is it's delicious on every chip. Like you said, it's how'd you say it was? It was like a diet barbecue.
It is. It's so Lay's barbecue chips are way too. I used to like. I think I used to like them,
Right.
but I feel like somewhere in there they went like over the top with the barbecue flavor. Like you really got you can put your tongue on it and you barely find the chip. So paprika is like the light version. It's like barbecue the way it should be. Barbecue chips, if you put them and a regular bag of Lay's together, it's the right amount of barbecue.
Right.
But you really have to shake it up.
Right.
This is like perfect.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that you've turned me on to that.
Yeah.
The Pepsi flavors.
Disgusting. I don't
What in the ever loving shit, bro?
know. Then again, I did try the zero version, so maybe the key lime flavored Pepsi or whatever it is might be better
Yeah, you
in
had that
sugar.
Lime mint.
Lime mint Pepsi. And to quote you, you said, bless you.
Thank you.
You said that it tastes like old people's clothes. Which me and Paul was like, how does he know what that tastes like? Like
It
how's
tastes like
a
that
reference?
smells. It tastes like that smells.
Ooh. That's
mothballs.
bad.
Like mothballs
Yeah.
and old people candy. That's what it tastes like. It
Wait,
just-
no, because now you're trudging into Werther's original.
No, I'm not talking
territory.
about those type of old people. I'm talking about those fat peppermints that like melt slow and
Oh, you know the
coat
big
your
ass-
mouth.
Those are
Yeah.
the soft. They're not. They're hard, but they're soft.
hard, but
they
they're
turn.
soft.
They
Yeah.
turn like they start getting holes in them when you
Yes.
suck. You don't like those?
No,
No.
I call them revival mints. Cause they used to give you that shit, right? My dad would have a 3-day revival. If they give you that mint, but come Friday night, you gonna be just finishing that motherfucker. Cause it was so big.
Oh, yeah. I can't get the old people sensation out of my mouth. You drank mango Pepsi?
I had the mango Pepsi. That one actually wasn't bad, and that was a zero one.
It's hard to
that one
fuck
was
up
okay.
mango,
It's
though.
hard to fuck up mango. So the mango
Until you-
one did okay.
Put cola in it.
No, think of it like a cherry cola.
You probably don't do a lot of. I don't feel like you
drink
do a lot
sodas.
of mixing flavors though either.
I'm a purist with a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. I
Yeah.
barely even mix vegetables with meat.
Gotcha, yeah.
I like my stuff plain.
Yeah. So as far as-
Ketchup flavored Pepsi, I might be down with.
Ooh, that's hilarious right there.
And the ketchup chips aren't bad. Thank
Mango's
you,
tough to
Canada.
fuck up. Mango's tough to fuck up because, it's tough to fuck up a regular mango. That's a fruit that like
I thought they were hard to cut up or something.
they are.
What do you have to do special?
I eat it wrong. I eat that bitch like an apple. I do.
Skin and everything?
I eat skin and
Same.
everything.
There's like a big old seed left. We call it a fish,
It's
and you just throw it away.
And you just throw it away, or you can plant it or sharpen it. It's a good home protection weapon.
Wait,
You sharpen a mango seed. You can
how
take
big is a
somebody's eye
mango
out.
seed?
Shit, it's about the size of this damn recorder. It's like it's the mango.
A mango
So
is mostly seed.
the mango is the seed. You just eating that shit around that.
Yeah, you're eating the
That's why I don't peel the skin.
How
I eat
big is
all
an
of it.
actual mango? Is it like a football?
About the size of a potato.
about the size of a potato
With a
And
little knife hidden on the
with
inside.
a little.
Nice.
I'd say a giant almond inside.
That's a good description.
So could you-
a fucking Honey I Shrunk the Kids goddamn
an almond covered in mango fur.
mango fur almond.
You eat the fur and everything down to the knife.
I eat it all because we was poor. So if my dad got a mango, and he gave it to me, that meant he had me in mind. I'm giving this to the boy.
Mangoes like Christmas presents?
It was just, it's a surprise gift.
It's
You know,
an extremely
it's
delicious.
because it's very, it's.
I don't. That's
It's
why I'm asking all
$1.
these questions.
A mango's $1. I'm just saying,
Right.
like, you ain't getting a batch of mangoes.
Right.
Just one
You
fucking
buy,
mango.
it's like an avocado.
Yeah. So
I got
he
you.
come in with the mango. Hey man, got you a mango. I was like, how do I eat it? And my dad would always want me to use my mind, so he go figure it out. And then that's how I started just eating the skin. And he just found it hilarious.
Right.
No correction.
I'd have brought you a mango every day if you were
Yeah,
eating them like
right.
that. That's
Yeah.
Then you go, and the embarrassing part is you go to school and you fucking, we go into etiquette class.
right.
We have mangoes today. And I just be like, oh, this is an easy day. Shit. Fuck y'all bring this knife over here for?
Right. So can you
I cut a cross. I do one whole cross vertically and then one whole cross horizontally.
Yeah.
And I just peel the skin off in 4 layers and then just.
Underrated fruit slices. These people that know how to. You ever see a motherfucker cut a watermelon to where you can pull it perfectly, or man?
I'm always impressed.
Underrated.
I'm always impressed by the people who know how to mess with a pomegranate.
Oh, no, I mastered that shit.
Did you?
Because when I was asexual, I had low libido. Or I had tricked my brain to have low libido. So it ended up physically happening. So I was trying to figure out how do I boost this shit back up. And one of the things I found out was raw pomegranate.
That's very Greek, like mythologically.
Yeah, so I went and I was trying to how the fuck do you even eat this? And I ate that shit wrong, but I had learned how to cut it and then get it open. And you're supposed to scrape the pomegranates out. I was just eating that shit just stuffing it in. So I'm eating that pulpy shit around. Oh, this is terrible.
I've had it once.
But there's a way you can cut it like this, and then you can just bang it. You can just bang the stump or whatever, and that shit just falls straight out into the
That's what some dude did. We were in, I can't remember, we were Cyprus or somewhere, and they were selling just street pomegranates.
Yeah.
I've never, if you're gonna sell me a street pomegranate, I'm in.
Yeah.
I want to know what's on the inside because I've only had I only had pomegranate alcohol.
Oh God.
So I knew the flavor was good, but I didn't know what it really was, and then they cracked it open and it looked like caviar.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
So I was putting they're like little juice balls.
Yeah.
And then there was like a little seed inside each little juice ball. So you kind of pop it and then it would or something.
Okay.
But it would fill your mouth with it was like little bitty Capri Suns.
Yeah. I wouldn't do it. So I still don't do that.
You just eat the inside
I don't eat.
I'm probably eating it wrong.
I eat the whole, whatever fruit you give me, I'm gonna eat this whole son bitch. So it's like I had to learn how to. But the pomegranate, I just eat them like I'm crunching on these motherfuckers. I'm getting everything. So that libido's high.
Do you do shrimp? You do shrimp tails? Did we talk about this?
So all right. So if you don't peel, let's just say whatever. I had this shit happen.
Right.
If let's say a motherfucker making me a pasta and they don't peel the shrimp, they don't do whatever, and I got all that shit on there.
The heads and the tails.
I'm just eating that bitch whole. I'm not finna work because I don't want to have to. Fuck it. I'm eating. Let's just get this shit in.
Do you eat the tail?
I eat the tail,
the head,
shell,
the mustache.
I eat the
the forehead
you
horn.
Eat the mustache on a shrimp.
Dog,
You eat the twigs.
I eat all that shit.
You eat the mustaches that come out of his
This
mouth.
dude who has put 3 gas stations in his stomach in
you
3 days is judging.
So that's what you would do, motherfucker. You eating so much experimental shit out here. You didn't ate.
But I'm sharing it and I'm grazing
Yeah.
it. It's not like I'm eating the whole thing.
It is true. You are very generous with it.
1000%.
You come in and you're like, hey, who wants some Oreo Twix?
Who want a chocolate pork belly croissant? You like, Chase, what? I just dipped it in this pork gravy right here.
You
try that. There you go.
Snickers milk.
There's a way. Here's the thing. When I go to a place, I want to experience the place. I want to see what the people are doing. I want to say, what's y'all's taco? What's a Polish person's taco? I want to feel that shit. I want to know what it. You know what I mean? Like it's not just. It's not. I can't just have boots on the ground. I want to see how these people eat. I want to see what they drink.
True.
You know what I mean? Like I'm not even a beer guy. I'll drink their local beer every place we go to. I just want to see what it's. I just want to see what it's like.
But
what are these? Because why would you stay some places? I just want to know. And then sometimes I can taste the food and be like, I fucking get it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Would you come back to any of these places for the food?
Absolutely.
Okay, where do you think you come back for the food?
Lithuania. That fried pancake with the white shit on it and salmon on top. I'm not even like a huge lox guy. It's the best damn lox I've ever had in my entire life. And then there was I'm not even a caper to understand. When you say, if you're from Texas or America and you say you don't like something, you don't like the American version of that. Because an American mango is a different fucking mango than a mango in the Philippines or in Japan. Ours is a GMO, grown in Mexico, cloned VHS tape version of the fruit. Whereas the real one is, it's three-dimensional. It's like you're biting a Jolly Rancher. You could chew it by just having the tongue, your tongue bump up against the roof of your mouth. You don't even need to use your teeth when chewing a mango. Furthermore, wasabi, thought I hated wasabi. Went to Japan, I was like, yeah, I'll try your wasabi. Because I know that wasabi, real wasabi is different than our wasabi. In America, we have horseradish that they just color green and they put it on a thing. So I fucking hate horseradish. But in Japan, wasabi tastes different. It's a green plant, like a root, and they I could be wrong about it being a root or whatever, but they usually have it on like shark's fin, and they shake it on there, and that's what peels it off and grinds it off, and it's a powder. It's a very fine powder that you can dip your thing on. Whereas the thing we have is like a horseradish paste in America. It's
So it's a
1,000% horseradish.
A lot of paste.
A lot of fake paste and shit.
Yeah.
It's easy to
It's
disguise
the
stuff in a
GMOs,
paste.
though.
Paste seems like an easy way to make anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
1,000%.
because you can have it in a tube or a vat and you just squish it out.
Yeah. They're both GMOs.
It's not a
One
thing.
is genetically modified.
Yeah,
One is God made.
Yeah, I feel like wasabi's grown on a couple islands or something like that. There's something really special about real wasabi that we can't. I don't think they have enough wasabi to give to every place like that.
Facts.
So you have to be like in a very fancy restaurant that has real wasabi, or whenever you order a ramen or something, they have like authentic eggs from a Japanese chicken, which is a different egg.
So that's what I like about the show Atlanta, because they have episodes that cover this shit like this. Then a dude that he went to I believe it was a Nigerian restaurant, and it was in a shack like thing.
Yeah.
It was a Nigerian lady that was there, and she was cooking the food. And this place is hot and whatever.
Right.
And she was like, it was rough. Well, when he went back, the white lady that he brought there, they bought the place from the lady because the lady was struggling and she was she bought the place and they made it as a food truck, and it was like the thing that he loved to get. They named it after him, but they put it as a bowl, and they fucked it up. It was like you saw like it opened up to me like, oh shit, like they fucked up somebody's real recipe.
It's a tribute, but it's not it's an homage.
It's an homage, but they added all this shit in there where you're like, this isn't what the like.
Right.
That bothers me.
That'll like I can't think of a place, but it'd be like I can't think of a place that we have in Houston. That's like a spot, but it's like
I would bet that Blue Nile Ethiopian is close
okay
to not being real Ethiopian.
if it's a food truck.
Like an Ethiopian food truck.
Yeah,
maybe.
You
yeah.
yeah. Once it's like a food truck, you're like, oh, this person just
Because they add that fusion to it, and then they
that's the thing.
People are scared, and I think that's why they add their fusion. Like I love Filipino food, but it's a lot easier to find it in a lot of places. It's like they do a fusion thing where it'd be like Mexican also, because they want to appeal like, hey, white people, this is fun, come try it out.
Do they not trust us to just eat other food?
People are Googling on their phone Mexican food, all this other shit. They're Googling Chinese food, all this simple shit. So for a lot of these people that are other cultures that have delicious food, they sort of, in a way, have to do that just to be on the radar. Otherwise, you're never going to show up on Uber Eats. Nobody's ever going to Google you.
But is that fear that you want, or is that you actually won't?
I think a lot of these places start off as an authentic restaurant, and then what happens is
Nobody comes.
the only people that come are the people that are like from there, but it's like,
And then they usually end up selling it to somebody that basically gentrifies.
John Tappers it or comes in.
Yeah,
and
that's
cleans it.
usually what happens. They sell it to somebody.
but what I think they need to do is just have an authentic side of the menu, like have a fusion side and an authentic side, so that way I know don't combine it on the same menu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Somebody just had a bit about that, about Italian, because they went somewhere and they had an Italian fusion. He was like, "What the why are you fusing
Anything.
Italian food?" I don't know if you noticed that, but as far as Italians go, we're good on food. Like we fucking got food covered. That's like organized crime and
Nailed
shit.
it.
You know what I mean? You don't want to fuse that shit, but you don't want to fuse our food, not Italian food.
No, it's so. We got to get over these fears, man. We got to get a little more exploratory.
Yeah,
for sure.
Now I say that I'm the meat and cheese guy.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Slade don't want nothing decorated on his goddamn.
But I will order whatever your authentic basic dish is.
Right.
Okay.
Right? Like I eat pierogies.
Whatever the meat and potatoes is.
Meat, potatoes, and cheese all shoved in a dumpling. I'll eat that.
Yeah.
See, that's why Chinese people got it figured out, man. Because every Chinese place has the best fried chicken around. They just figured it out. They're like, okay, we know where we're at. We know what to offer people. You know what I mean? But it's not fusion. There's Chinese, but then again, American Chinese food is its own genre.
Yeah, it's we fry everything.
Right.
We fry everything.
Right.
And my bet is that even if you go to like down off Harwin and sort of Chinatown in Houston, you can get like real Chinese food, and then you can get the fake. It's so prevalent. They kind of got to trick us. You're right.
Right. They got to trick us to get us in the door, and everybody's following the steps of Chinese foods. Everybody wants to be as popular as Chinese, Mexican, Italian. You know what I mean? If you're on a date with
You're
a
trying
girl,
to get a category.
You gotta say one of those. And they're probably not gonna want the first one, but the third or second one they're gonna like.
You want to be an Uber Eats category.
You want to be an Uber Eats category.
Well,
The key to it is just finding a place with a good ambience. I've learned this shit. If the vibe is like, bro, them fucking what's that shit called? Like PF Chang and all that shit. That the food is aight. But that lo-fi hip hop and those
the lo-fi hip hop, those giant stone horses will turn a Panda Express into a PF Chang's like that
immediately. And it's not you like this, and you think it was good, but
right. But the thing is, the Panda Express, they want that quick turnaround though.
Yeah.
Like there's thoughts in those lights. Like Walmart could have badass lights, but they're not gonna do that shit. They want you to get your shit and get the fuck
They do.
out.
The minute they dim those lights,
extra you can get is in this $20 section by the
yep.
line.
The minute you dim those lights in a Walmart, it becomes a Whole Foods.
It's a hangout.
It's like that. It's a Randall's. It's a Randall's.
Yep.
It's a Randall's signature. The minute you turn the lights down, same employees, same vegetables.
Yeah.
And now
more expensive
you
shit.
can't wear booty shorts unless you're cute.
We got to get out of here. This episode quickly in the can. Chase DuRousseau, our guest. See Chase run on some of your social media?
Just Chase DuRousseau.
Just Chase DuRousseau.
Chase DuRousseau.
Much harder to spell than See Chase run. DuRousseau.
Boom. That's it.
I got it. I've written it down so many times. It's ingrained in my head. You can also catch him all over the place on the internet. Part of Joe
Surprisingly
Cody's world
easier
tour.
to spell than Tutson.
It's we got that fixed though.
We did.
But not the first round. Paul Odo may be our guest on the next episode. I can't say that for sure. He's somewhere doing laundry. We're going to finish our Polish tour, and then the Whiskey Brothers will be back in the studio. Damn, the Monday as soon as we get back.
I could be Paul on the next episode.
Yeah,
I hate everything.
It is good to be here. I'm Paul Odo.
Paul,
My laundry is done. Slade Ham, Trey Tutson with you always. Jerry Wayne Longmire will be back with us. Praise Whiskey, everything else. And big shouts out to everybody who's come and hung out with us at all these shows. In Kosovo, Romania, Lithuania, Bulgaria, and now Poland, and a bunch of you even repeat guests at our show. So stay tuned. More Whiskey Brothers very soon. All right. Cooley gonna go, bro. See where he's at.
Folding, trying to get back in time.
Shall I stop this? You want to stop this?
It's, yeah, I'm gonna stop.
All right, listen. So.
I believe in good whiskey.